Peanuts and Egos, bridging American football's past and future across continents. Help support the show by becoming a YouTube member. Also, hit the like button and subscribe for insider perspectives.
Callum Simons, did you ever watch NFL Europe, and why did it end? I remember when the original NFL Europe came to be. 1991, the World League of American Football was the name of it. And I recall I just graduated from law school. My wife and I, we weren't married at the time. We went to Myrtle Beach for the weekend. It was a quick drive down, 3 days, got horribly sunburned, came back, got home on the Monday night of Memorial Day weekend and turned on the TV and watched the World League of American Football. And it was just like I felt with the USFL in 1983, 8 years earlier. It's football. I love football. This isn't the NFL. And they had innovations like they had a helmet cam that was stuck inside. Remember they had those kind of face masks? They had that face mask style that was kind of different, futuristic at the time. I wanted to be all in with the World League of American Football, and I wasn't. And from time to time, I mean, if nothing else was on, I'd watch those games. And it went through various iterations. There were European teams and American teams. And you know what happened was at the end of the day, it just didn't make enough money, especially after 9/11 and security costs increased around the world, these games being played in Europe. I thought it almost went away, 2002, 2003. And it was eventually in 2007, they just decided we're not making money off of this. And who cares? Look, I know from time to time people will say, and I've made the case, for a developmental league in the NFL where you can have quarterbacks get reps and get better. You can have officials get reps and get better. Coaches get reps and get better. GMs get reps and get better. Everybody gets reps and get better. And then they come to the NFL and they thrive. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, there's 53 roster spots. At the end of the day, there's 32 head coaching jobs. The owners don't care about properly giving people experience. They go out into the crucible of competition and the best ones win the jobs. It doesn't matter whether you're some great story about a guy who was bagging groceries at the Piggly Wiggly and got enough reps in NFL Europe to finally thrive in the NFL. It doesn't matter. Somebody's going to play quarterback for the St. Louis Rams in 1999. It ended up being Kurt Warner, and it helped that he had played in NFL Europe. But if it hadn't been him, it would have been somebody else. And from the NFL's perspective, they don't care who it is. And if a good story happens to bubble up out of the primordial ooze of football, so be it. But they're not compelled. Now, if they were making money, they would do it. And they would say, oh, we're supporting the people to have all these second chances and develop it. If they were making money, they could say whatever. They would do it if it would make money. If a minor league was projected to make sufficient profit to justify its existence and also would not undermine the NFL, that's the other problem too. If you have an NFL junior, you don't want to take away from NFL senior. But if they thought you could have a farm system where you've got NFL minor league action that's happening during football season, that's the argument I've made in the past. You have a farm system like baseball, and you have teams that run the same offense and defense, and you have players who can come up and they're ready to go. They're all part of the same family, and you pepper them throughout the country in cities that are far too small to justify an NFL team. It would make sense if it made money. And if they thought it would make money, they would do it. But again, you don't want to undermine the local NFL team, the closest geographical NFL team. You don't want fans to be more invested in their NFL minor team than in the NFL major team that the league wants people to support.